Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to the nature of Turnabout. It's been a little while. Sorry about that. On the days where I did have time to record, I had a sore throat, so I decided to take some rest. Well, sort of. There was admittedly one day before I got a sore throat where I had time to record, and I decided, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. And then I got a sore throat the next day. So don't put things off, is my advice. Not just to you, to me. That's advice I need to listen to. Anyway, I'm here now, I'm doing some recording, and if I remember correctly, we were going to ask lovely Agent Sky here some questions about the investigation. So tell me about the murders. So what do you know so far, Mr. Justice? Well, I know that both the victims were decapitated. They had been near the pool when they'd been killed. Our client happened to stumble upon the bodies while closing up for the night. He told you that last bit, I assume? Well, yeah. Obviously. Perhaps it's the truth, but as of now, we have a good reason to suspect and charge Mr. Yaxling. Yeah, you always do. And 90% of the time we're right. And yet, things seem to have become immeasurably more uncertain since your arrival. How is it our fault? Yeah, we're good at our jobs, which is finding out who the real killers are, apparently. Deal with it. Still, I cannot deny the end result of our previous dealings. One way or another, I'm certain all will be fine. Thanks, I think. I mean, I assume that was an actual compliment. It's probably as close as you're going to get with her anyway. Look at that! The agent is warming up to us at last. Don't overdo it. So, what's with this evidence? What evidence have you gathered anyhow? The murder weapon used by the culprit was easy enough, given its messy usage. A chainsaw to be... Jesus Christ. A chainsaw to be precise, left right by the victims. I guess, if you're gonna cut off the head of an elephant, chainsaw would do it, but at the same time, I feel like you'd be noticed before you could do it. Like, you're gonna hear a chainsaw pretty quick. Like, if they snuck up and then start revving it, like when they're right behind them, again, you're probably gonna be noticed, and that's gonna give them a chance to get away. So that makes me feel like maybe like they were also drugged or something, so that they couldn't just run away. I mean, even if you just like brought a machete or something, I think you'd have trouble, getting through an elephant easily. Enough of the gory details. What else have you got to say? A chainsaw? Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Chainsaw added to the court record. Jesus. Miss Sky, surely someone would have heard something as brutal as that. I agree. How did nobody intervene during the attack? You'd think so, wouldn't you? Apparently, despite being open into the night, it had been particularly empty at that hour. The victims had been present. Something about yoga. Yeah, Miss Trunks taught it to Mr. Stripes. I see. Well, aside from them, there was the suspect and a janitor. The night manager should have also been arriving around the time of the discovery, but that was it. A janitor? He's not a suspect, so don't even think about it. Well, neither were the last few people who did the crimes, so I feel like we should probably ask a few questions in case there's a few things you've missed. I wasn't doing anything! But also, yes, we should absolutely take the time to have a quick chat with the janitor. Why wouldn't we? The autopsy report might also be of some use, given the graphic nature of this incident. Here, this folder contains the information for both subjects. Autopsy report added to the court record. Ah, thanks. We already have a witness as well, but who I can't yet divulge. But what they saw is quite conclusive. Again, so were the last few witnesses, but we'll see how well that goes for you. A witness? Was it the night manager? You did say they should have arrived around the discovery. As I said, I won't yet disclose their identity. Not even to officers? I have yet to see orders formally assigning you to the case. You will just have to wait until we've finished with them. Well, I guess we can check the scene in the meantime. Good idea. I doubt it'll be too long until we can meet this witness. Or maybe we'll run into Bogo and pester him into assigning us officially. You know, I'm not entirely sure it's a good thing these two do their own thing so much. Don't be such a killjoy, Apollo. Come on, investigation awaits. I mean, on the note of killjoys, this is a murder scene. I feel like the joy has already been killed, perhaps quite literally here. Do as you will. I have an investigation of my own. Noted. Alright. Well, let's have a look at some of this evidence we've collected. We've got a chainsaw. Used to decapitate both victims. Seems to be sized for larger, bulkier mammals. Has no fingerprints on the handle. Just the handle? Any fingerprints anywhere else? Bigger, bulkier animals, which I don't think Mr. Yaxley is, so that's something in our favour. Then autopsy reports. Both victims were decapitated via chainsaw. There is a check mark here. Well, we'll see how this goes. Ah, okay. For half a second there, I was worried there'd be pictures. I was like, no, please don't. Victim 1, Nangi Trunks. Victim 2, Sam Stripes. Both victims have been violently assaulted with a chainsaw, and their necks were roughly cut through with the weapon until the head detached completely. Ew. The act had left a considerable mess at the scene. Well, that's a polite way of putting it, I suppose. Furthermore, both victims exhibited bruising on their heads consistent with small blood splatter on the handle on the chainsaw. It is believed both were knocked unconscious before the final blow was... Okay. Yeah, like I said, they would have to have been either drugged or, I guess in this case, knocked unconscious before anything could happen. Also, I'm pretty sure they're both a lot taller than Mr. Yaxley, so that would probably be difficult for him to have achieved. I guess if they were doing yoga, there's a chance that they had their heads at a more reachable distance, so maybe not. I don't know. Well, okay. That's about all we have here. I mean, honestly, the evidence seems to be stacking up at least a little bit in our favour, so not too bad. I guess we'll have to head inside and have a look for ourselves. Mystic Springs Interior, March 26th, 10:41 a.m. Oh good, naked animals! Okay, I admit it, suddenly this is feeling so much worse. Ay, caramba. It looks like half the place is still open for business. I mean, that's what we were told. Oh, don't look, don't look. The scene is over there, where there aren't any visitors. Oh, then let's get there quick, before I never go unread. That's not even an actual term. Yeah, that one confused me for a second there. The safety of being behind police tape. Never doubt it. At least the other officers here are clothed. I'd be kind of worried if they weren't. Yeah, like, I feel like if you're there on official business, it's probably not appropriate. Well, here it is, white outlines and all. Forensic seems to be packing up. I think we're good to look around. Good, let's see what we can find. Maybe we should talk to forensics. Maybe they know something. Oh, Maurice, you're here and naked, of course. And so enters the dastardly lawyers, once again ready to interfere, so says the script. What script? This is just life, my dude. Life is an improv more than it's scripted. There's little bits that are scripted here and there. Like if you work retail, you have a scripted smile and scripted phrases that you have to say to the audience, so to speak. I digress. Mr. Upster? Indeed, it is I. It appears I cannot escape your machinations, even in my favoured place of R&R. Why are you behind police lines? I mean, did we just walk behind police lines to see where the bodies are? Why are you here? What are you doing? Just go away. Oh no, you're not the witness this time again, are you? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, we'll see what Mr. Upster has to say in the next episode, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.